Hey YouTube, this is Jeremy. I just had a snake lay eggs. I'm going to take you through the whole process, what I do when a snake lays eggs, setting up the box, cleaning off the female. Pretty simple process, but it does take a little bit of time, so hopefully we can do it in a 10-minute video. Normally this is a incubation box I'm going to use. It's an 8-egg clutch, so I'm going to use a little bit bigger box. Normally I would already have this set up. That way it gets nice and warm in the incubator a couple days before she lays. But I knew I was doing this video, so I wanted to show you guys this. Anyways, I have a tub ready for her to go into after I clean her up. And I just have an empty tub down there that she's going to be thrown into while I'm dealing with the eggs. I'm going to be using perlite. It's actually the first time I use perlite. I've always used vermiculite, but I like the perlite's a little bit cleaner. So first we're going to weigh out our vermiculite. The bottom of these bigger tubs aren't even, so I have to put a tub under it so it weighs out even. Just going to fill this up here. I've never done perlite, so we're just kind of going to go see how high it feels. Normally if it's vermiculite, I do 300 grams in a tub this size, about 250 in a shoebox. Usually around 2, sometimes I'll add a little bit more. I really don't have a straightforward system for it. You just kind of go with what feels right. Yeah, I'm going to do 300 grams in here. We're at 266. There's 300 grams. Then I don't use tap water on my eggs. The females, all my snakes will drink tap water. That's no big deal. But on my eggs, I go and get spring water. And I'll do 1-to-1 ratio pretty much. So put 300 grams of water in. This is why I say pretty much. I'll show you in a sec. Alright, there's 300 grams of water. Now when I have 300 grams of water, I think a little bit moisture is needed, so I don't even have a measurement. I just kind of splash it in a little bit. A couple of splashes. It's usually about 50 more grams. Then I'll take this. Take my wedding ring off, I don't like to get caught up in that. Mix this up really well. I was just over at a friend's house. They use perlite and they're hatching eggs and they're pulling eggs out. It's just so much cleaner than vermiculite. I noticed it is a little bit more dusty, but once it gets wet you don't have to worry about that dust. The stuff will clump together, kind of like vermiculite. It's a little more solid, but you want it to crumble. Alright, give me a sec. So we got our incubation box set up. Set it aside for now. I just simply pull her out, pull the tub out of here, and I set it over here so I can deal with it over here. I've had 3 seasons of laying eggs, and this girl's laid all 3 years for me. She is not the nicest snake when she lays eggs. Otherwise, she's usually a baby doll. But she's definitely not the nicest when she's laying eggs. So don't be surprised if you see me get bit here. I got a tag here. All my snakes have name tags for the most part. The ones that don't, I just haven't got a chance to make them. So she was due on July 4th is what that was. 426 the last time she ate. 2258 was her pre-lay weight, and that will come into handy a little bit later. There's Mama on eggs. Like I said, she's not the nicest. You can see she already wants to attack. So this is going to be a fun part. I make these stickers. Normally I print them out, but unfortunately my printer's out of ink right now. But I just put the father, mother. This was a pastel calico to normal. The lay date, what I expect the due date to be, which I determined by 55 days from the day they lay, and then how many eggs. I already know she has 8 eggs. I counted earlier. Sometimes I don't know that right away until I pull them off. You can see she's in strike mode, and she'll show every egg to you while she's striking at you. She's probably the only female that I have to be a pussy and use a towel on. 'Cause she's mean as hell when it comes to her babies. But yeah, I just stick the sticker right on. Normally I take pictures with the camera that I'm using to shoot this video, so I have to pull out my phone here for my records, take pictures here. Of course I'm not prepared for that. And I snap a picture of mama on eggs. It's kind of my proof is this is the mom, this is her eggs. Okay, got that picture. And then I'll pull mom off of eggs, put her in that empty tub that's not even set up, just an empty tub. Pull a sticker off of her. Make sure there's no more eggs in her. I don't think there is. All season I thought she was going to lay 7. That's what I kept palpating. And then I noticed recently that I thought she had 8. Now this sticker here will go on the front of my incubation box. I just put it right on front. Then I know that, hey, leave these eggs alone until they're getting close to at least being due. I know I tend to cut. I try not to. I tell my wife to stop me, but you just get really curious as it gets closer. So the sticker's just right on front like that. I know the father, mother, date laid. And then these eggs, if they peel apart easy, I'll peel them apart. Well, here, first we'll candle them. Let me shut the lights off here. It's gonna go dark on you guys for a minute. I'm gonna just candle them here. I don't know if you guys are the box is probably in the way. But I just candle them, make sure they're good. Good. You can see there's a little bit of area not having veins. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera, but they'll eventually fill in there. Good. And another kind of thing that's been talked about is calico eggs are smaller than all other eggs. So these could be small because there could be some calicos in it. Like this is a pretty small egg. But newspaper doesn't hurt them. I try to get as much of the newspaper off as I can. And tipping it upside down for just a second after they're laid isn't going to hurt them either. So don't freak out, guys. Put this box back up here. I've cleaned it in a little bit. Get it out of our way. Ready to get the scale back over here. Since they're all clumped together, I'll weigh them just like this. Normally I would weigh them inside the box. 560 grams. For an 8/8 clutch, some are kind of small. See, sorry, 660 grams. And I'll just make a mental note of that on my board here. Then I'll get my incubation box. You guys see that? I'll just try to pull these apart.